All right, good evening, guys. It's something a little different. It's Nick from NK Landscaping as usual. So this is going to be part 5. So this is the final part of this project. We're wrapping everything up, including some topsoil work, finishing up mulch. Plants are not in this video. I didn't film planting on this project. Just didn't have time. But I hope you enjoy part 5. Here you go. All right, good morning, guys. A new fresh day. Today is Tuesday, so it'll be day number 7 on this job. So it's just showed up. Danny and Kurt, carpool since they live together. Last night I got the skid steer loaded up, so we're ready to go today. Spread some topsoil and clean up the rest of that drainage trench. We stopped at Kent last night, picked up some grass seed and straw, so we are set. So we're gonna head down to the job, get started. Back on site. So I'm gonna get this thing unchained using our new tie downs. They're working good. I'm gonna start in the back. I'm gonna level out the drainage dirt, and then we'll start spreading some topsoil. So some has to go along the front here by the wall that we built yesterday. Some has to go on the back by the drainage trench, and then the rest is getting used up here to level out some some lumpy areas of the lawn. So should be pretty quick. The guys are going to work on touching up the mulch, making sure the rest of the project is complete. And after today, the majority of the project is complete, aside from planting. But like I said, those plants aren't ready yet. So here we go. Alright, we're headed out here in the back. Like I said, I got to do a little bit of grading work on the drainage that we did back here, just to get that all smoothed out, ready for topsoil. So that should just take a few minutes here. And then it's time for spreading topsoil. So I have my little pile here of screen material that I screened the other day. Spread that out over the trench here where it's a little low. Pack everything in a little more. That'll be that. Goes the screen, just turned off. Bobcat electrical problems, so I got to re-enter my passcode. There we go. Typical Bobcat behavior. gonna bring the Harley rake, or rent the Harley rake, but they have 2 rental Harley rakes at the Bobcat dealer that we deal with, and I only like using the Bobcat ones. I've seen some of the other rental brands versions, and they don't have the power height or power angle adjustment, and I find that very useful. So we just figured, you know what, it's a small enough of a job, we don't need the Harley rake. We'll just hand rake it. We got enough guys. So if you're curious about that, that's why. We are planning to buy a Harley rake eventually. It's just they're not the cheapest things. I think the Bobcat one is at least $12,000, and I guess for good reason. It is a very, very useful tool. Cuts down on a lot of hand raking, and it does really do a great job. Like I said, it's all about that power angle, that power height adjustment allows you to fine grade really well, versus one that just is a fixed and you have to adjust all your height with the curl of the bucket. You know, having those adjustable height caster wheels is really important for that fine grading work, and then the angling just helps you, you know, contour things and, you know, just do a good job. So if we're gonna spend the money on one, that's the one I think I want. Plus it goes good with our Bobcat, even though we do plan on swapping this guy out for a Kubota. The Bobcat rake should work just fine on the Kubota as well. So you may notice that I'm varying the RPM slightly. So I think I have the hand throttle set to like 1800 to 2000 RPM, and then I'm just using the foot pedal to adjust engine RPM higher when I need a little extra power, so like backing up or whatever, because it allows me, if I'm getting into a tight area, I can just let off the pedal. It'll idle back down a little bit, be a little bit more smooth. I know you can set this pedal up to be a decel pedal like on a dozer, so in that case, pushing down on the pedal actually brings your RPM down. So dozer guys like that, because you generally run a dozer wide open. I know a lot of skid steer guys run their skid steer wide open, but I don't know, I feel like you don't have as much control, and if I'm not doing heavy dirt work, why run the skid steer wide open, burn that extra fuel? I know people say the DPF doesn't like it, but we've had this machine, it's got 489 hours on it, and I've never once gone into regen or had any issue with the DPF, so I will give that to Bobcat. Their emission system seems to be pretty dependable so far. I know that's not a lot of hours, but it doesn't usually take a lot for these emission systems to fail. That's why the KX33 doesn't have any. From the factory, we didn't even have to you know, do any weight reduction to it. Alright, that should be pretty good on the major grading. Now it's time to add some soil, I think. No, I gotta do a little more over here. I'm gonna throw you on time-lapse mode just to conserve some space and battery. So the thing about dirt work here is, you know, we're spreading dirt in the back, but we have so many different areas here that we want to spread dirt. So I'm going to start now on the road front by the wall that we built yesterday, because I got the major part of the back done, all the big dips and everything, and then the main trench is graded out. Now, a lot of that soil that we dug up was relatively decent topsoil, and we screened through it with the Rotostar, so it will grow grass no problem. We didn't bid to put topsoil down over the trench. We did bid to fill in some of the erosion spots in the rear of the house, and there's divots right under where I'm sitting. So those are the three main areas that we need topsoil. So I'm going to start in the front. I want to make sure I get that done and covered before we run out of dirt here. And then we'll do this area, and anything else that's left, we'll go back to the back to cover up the trench to finish that off. It's just all about managing your material, because, you know, we bought 20 yards, that's what it was quoted for. I could go waste 20 yards in the backyard easily. I could waste 20 yards right where we're sitting easily. It's just dirt management and figuring out where to put your dirt and the best way to put it there. So I'm taking a smaller scoop than I normally would, because I'm going to be tracking onto the road. I don't want to have all this dropping onto the road, because this topsoil, when you pack it in, it's hard to scrape off. So we're going to transition to the front now. That'll probably take 3 scoops, if I had to say, 3, maybe 4 scoops. And these bucket loads are about 0.75 yard if they're level. So a heaped scoop on this machine is about a yard. So let's get moving on that. Kurt's been working on estimates. Danny's finishing up all the mulch work, and Fitz is raking all in the back. So let's get it done. So Kurt's doing our taxes right now, and we did them last night, but I guess I didn't fill out something properly, so he's dealing with that right now. It's a whole trying to figure out passwords for my health care, and oh man, so he's handling all that right now for me, which I'm very thankful for. So this is bucket number 3 for the front here. Fitz is going through and raking it. I'm just gonna go and top up any spots that need a little extra. But we're moving right along now. Now I do have to say, the sound doesn't come through the camera, I bet. But these Bobcats sound pretty good. I've always thought that. Especially with the door off and the window off, you can hear that little turbo spool up, all 74 horsepower of fury. But you know, I'm an automotive guy and a truck and a diesel guy, so it sounds very nice to me. You know, I usually love my Kubota engines, but this Doosan 4-cylinder, not bad. I think it's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. Don't quote me on that. I think it's something like that. It's either a 2.2 or 2.4. Honestly, the motor on this machine has been pretty flawless, aside from the valve cover leak when we first got it. Always starts right up no matter the temperature. Like I said, the DPF has been good. And it does have a decent amount of power. It's not super loud either. I know some people have complained those Takeuchis can be pretty loud. I don't know about the Kubotas. So, a few more minutes here filling this in, then we'll go to another section. I'm gonna set you up on time lapse right here. I'm just like de-lumping this area, grading it smooth. Then we'll spread the topsoil up in this area. Need a little down here where it gets kind of nasty. And then whatever remains will go in the back. Alright guys, aside from that planting, we ran out of straw, so we'll be back to do that tomorrow. Everything's done. Look at that nice red rock all through the pool. Up there. We did down by the garden here. So we ripped out all those plants. New red rock, regraded that. We got that drain pipe right there extended. Seed and straw all the way around. We adjusted the grade here all the way down. So I'll walk you out in front in a minute. We're just dumping 2 rocks that we had here. So like I said, Bobcat's loaded up. This whole front seeded in straw. The mulch is done. Nice wall, seeded and strawed. So, be back tomorrow to finish up the little bit of strawing. And then I think that's really it for this portion. I know he has added some stuff in that he wants, so might add that in too, but see you tomorrow. Alright guys, back for day 8. This is the final day. So, everything throughout what I've shown you is done. This is anew. So this is to the left of the driveway. We didn't do anything on this side. He wanted this little bed done. So I just went through, I trimmed up these trees just a hair, and Kurt had me go through. There's a bunch of these little stumps everywhere, so I cut those all down to mulch bed height. We got a brand new 14 yards of mulch in the trailer. And the guys are gonna work on getting this ready. I'm gonna basically pull in the driveway straight and then back the mulch right into here and dump it. I need to haul the excavator and attachments out now. They're gonna continue mulching, and then when I come back, we're gonna hook up the construction trailer and haul that out of here and be done. So I'm gonna get dumping here so I can get moving. It's basically an hour home, so I'm gonna be doing 4 hours worth of driving. So see you in a second. Easy squeezy, 14 yards, right where it needs to be. So I gotta get the bed of the truck unloaded so I can put all the buckets and attachments in there, and I'll pull forward, we'll load up the excavator and get that thing shipped home. All loaded up, tied down. If Mr. DOT officer is watching, really everything is tied down because we pass a weigh station, so they're not usually open, but you never know. So I'm gonna haul this home. It's probably gonna be just about a 2-hour round trip. I gotta drop the excavator, take the attachments out, drop the trailer, come back solo with the truck so we can haul the other trailer home at the end of the day. The guys have already pounded through half of that mulch. That bed will probably take 10 of those 14 yards, and then they gotta take 4 down there to by that rhododendron, just finish up that corner. So I'm gonna get moving. The faster I get moving, the faster we get done. It's gonna rain tonight, so the skies aren't looking great. So here we go. All right, leaving my house now. Just dropped off the machine, the trailer. So back to the job. It's 11:41 now. It takes about an hour. I'm pretty confident that by the time I get back, the guys are gonna be done and we get to go home again. So that'll add my total of 4 hours of driving. So let's make some good time getting back, and you know how it goes. Well, we're done. Not much to show you. It's just mulch. It's another job finished. We're gonna be back in a few weeks to do plants, but they're not ready yet. But as far as the majority of the job goes, that's a wrap. So thank you guys for watching as usual. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want, or don't if you don't want. Works for me. I'll see you on the next one. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this whole series on this project. It really was the first like large scale project of the season. So there's a little bit of getting back into things and making things work. So we got it done. I hope you enjoyed the little 5-part series. As always, there's a lot more videos to come. We film every single job we do, so I'm believe it or not, I'm sitting on a decent sized backlog. You know, you just watched this video and there were none of these in the trees. So as you can tell, it's a little farther down the line here that I'm producing all this stuff, but that's why I want to try to get through it for you, get you the more recent stuff that we're doing. I know we're a little bit behind here, but that's why I gotta get you through them. But one thing I do want to talk about, so I think I'm at 960 subscribers today in real life for me, well, it's the same for you guys. You're watching the video. I'm filming this, today is Tuesday, it's going out tomorrow, so as of right now I'm at like 960. So for 1,000 subscribers I want to do like a little question and answer, I guess you could call it. So if you have any questions for me, for Kurt, for Steph, for Fitz, that's basically who we got working here now, put them in the comments. I'm gonna, I may not get to it immediately, but when I do get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll make a special little video there. We can answer some questions, go over a few different things about the business. So anything you've been curious about, put down there. Any suggestions too, I'm always looking at those comments every week. So anything you want to talk about, put it down in the comment, and when I hit that 1,000 subscribers, I'll make like a special video and put that out pretty quick after we get there. But I want to thank you guys for watching and subscribing to me. Of course, I wouldn't be at 1,000 if it wasn't for you guys. So yeah, thank you, and I look forward to seeing some of those questions and comments down there. So without further ado, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one as usual. And you know, like, comment, subscribe, and you know how I feel about it. You don't have to do it either. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good rest of the day.